Jesus.
Yeah, because of misinformation, all of those. Okay, ready?
Exactly.
I can't see your name.
Ito ang Broad Stream Cast Communicators, ang naiba at kakaibang plataporma sa digital broadcast mula Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao hanggang sa iba't ibang dako ng mundo. Broad Stream Cast Communicators, ang sandigan ng sambayanan mula sa walang labis at walang kulang na pagbabalita, paglilingkod, maglalahad ng mga mapagbuong komentaryo at usaping pambayan para sa kapakanan ng karamihan. Broad Stream Cast Communicators, tuwirang maglilingkod ngayon hanggang sa susunod na henerasyon. Buhay Online, Chikahan at kaalamang pangkabuhayan. Ating tunghayan, pakinggan at tuklasin ang mga pangyayari at kaganapan sa mundo ng online. Buhay Online, Chikahan at kaalamang pangkabuhayan. Alamin ang pinaka-latest trends mula sa trabaho at kung hanggang saan na ang narating ng teknolohiyang ito. At ngayon, narito na ang ating host, ang ating Techiemommy, si Jaye C. Bautista.
Hello. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Good morning. Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat, sa inyong lahat po. And welcome to Buhay Online on a Wednesday po. Wednesday, diba sa Metro Manila, ano na kaya nangyari doon sa Baclaran Day, right? Kasi diba, hindi naman pwedeng, bukas ba yung Baclaran kaya na simbahan for the past 2 years on a Wednesday? But anyway, I remember tuloy kasi because Wednesday is Baclaran Day for Catholics in the Philippines, right? But anyway, I'd like to welcome people who are watching the show, who are here. I can't see the names. I can only see numbers. And of course, Wednesday po ngayon. And as promised and as I said, on Wednesday po, we have my good friend and I treat him like my son, right? He's actually younger than my son. My child. I would like to welcome Shrey Sharma to the show. Shrey.
Hello, good morning everyone. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. And today is Wednesday once again. And here's Shrey Sharma once back here on your show with JC Bautista. I hope so that you are all doing fine.
Very good. Very busy ngayon si Shrey because he's actually talking. Oh yeah, because he is a student still. He is studying at the same time. He's my colleague in the ESL world. ESL meaning English as a second language. Ang aming pong platform. We teach English to different nationalities. At si Shrey po ay isa sa mga mahusay na teachers or tutors dyan sa aming platform. At the same time, he is still, kwento mo nga yung life mo, like what do you do, Shrey?
In studies, I'm doing my major in mass communication and majoring in English, as well as I'm a live broadcaster and influencer as well. So yeah.
Exactly. So we can say that yan si Shrey po, sobrang he makes use of technology to the max, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yesterday po, we had some friends here, our regular viewers who joined us yesterday. Dapat sana pupunta rin si Shrey because isa si Shrey, of course, is a perfect example of somebody that's using technology to his full advantage. So please, Shrey, as an opening salvo, can you please tell the people how technology is helping you cope with life, what
sure.
the use be?
For sure, because during this pandemic time, what happened? Most of the people, like, they had nothing to do. They can't go outside. They can't even go to their office. They can't go to their schools. And in this time, when we started with the pandemic in 2020, starting in January, I think so. Yeah, technology drastically changed everything over. Like sitting at home, you can do your work, you can go to your school sitting at home, you can complete anything and everything that you want from your home or like from the comfort of your home. So
Yes,
there's no need to go outside, and technology was the main part, and like playing the crucial role in our life, in our day to day life during this pandemic, and it's still going on. It is playing a crucial role. And so that's why in my life it played a lot, because as I said, I'm an influencer. I do live streaming, live broadcasting. Well, it's not here, so that's why, and while studying as well, and while we teach as well, because we teach students from all over the world, and teaching them, how convenient it has become to teach them through technology, through platforms. So yeah, it has helped me and everyone else a lot, if you take in terms of technology.
that's right. Very good. That's right. Yeah, yeah. And what about your school life, right?
Oh, for
Because he's a working student, right? Right, right.
exactly, exactly. Yeah, for my school life, yeah, because my university is in Luzon, University of
Oh, see,
Luzon.
he lives in India, but he is actually going to school uh, in a university here in the Philippines, right? Right, right. See,
Yes,
that is what
exactly.
technology does for all of us remotely. He's studying remotely.
That's the thing. See, staying here in India and studying outside of India through like you have to travel to different places. You have to travel across the sea to go to Philippines from India. But see, because of technology, I can take those classes just sitting here.
Okay,
That's the
I just got
difference.
a text asking, why is Shrey studying in the Philippines and living in India?
Okay, why am I studying here? Because after again my mother got married, they shifted here actually. So
Oh,
that's why my father lives here.
oh,
That's why
so
I'm
so
staying
did
here.
you live in the Philippines part of your life?
Yes, for 4 years I
Oh my
lived there.
goodness. Ah, 4 years he lived in the Philippines. And yeah, yeah, and okay, again to clarify, Shrey's biological mother is Filipina, right? Right?
Yes.
So what is your middle name in Filipino? Shrey.
My middle name is Ignacio. Shrey
Wow.
Ignacio.
So Shrey is Shrey Ignacio Sharma, right?
Correct.
In the
Yes.
Philippine world. Wow, that's so cool. Very good. So yeah, so that's oh hello Angelica Paz, welcome. Thank you for yesterday. We had such a good show yesterday with you and Miss Cynthia Buste joining us, and yeah, thank you for being here today. Okay. Oh, and thank you for the stars. She sent us stars and
Yeah, I
stars.
I can see 50 stars.
I know. Thank you very much. But anyway, so yeah, so that's Shrey talking to us about how technology is helping him fend the life of both of a working student, right? Both a worker and a student. Okay, yan
Exactly.
naman talaga ano yan. Ang technology talaga nakakatulong mabuti sa buhay ng isang estudyante at ng worker. Pero that's and of course right now we find ourselves doing hybrid learning and hybrid working, right? Because I think even after the pandemic dies blows over, a lot of companies around the world are going to retain the hybrid working environment. Don't you think, Shrey?
Exactly, absolutely. Like staying anywhere in the world, and you can do anything at any time you want and anything you want. So it's literally convenient as well as, helpful for
Very
the
good.
person as well.
Shrey, sabi ni
Mhm.
Angelica, oh, look at her remark. Can you see?
Yes, I can see. That's so nice to know that Sir Shrey appreciate his Filipino lineage. Sending my warmest regards. Oh, thank you so much for the comment. Well, by heart, I'm 100% Filipino.
Exactly, Angelica. He is more Filipino by heart than Indian or any
Mhm.
other nationality.
Exactly.
Actually, he can actually speak Filipino too, but
Mhm.
but his sentiments and his heart is really Filipino.
Mhm.
Really, really, you know.
Exactly, exactly. I have like half Indian blood. I have full, like you can say, 100% Filipino heart.
Very good. Oh, I just got goosebumps with what you said. Right, right. right, Angelica? And such as I almost said such as Teacher Jay, such as me. At the same time, I'm Filipino 100% in my heart too, even if I'm American some parts. All right, but yeah. Okay, so yeah. So okay, so let's take care of the issues that we have to take care of today. Starting off by good news regarding the the COVID things in the Philippines, all right? Because now, all right, as of yesterday, the Philippines is now at low risk for COVID-19, according to the Department of Health. The Philippines is now classified as being at low risk of COVID-19 transmission. This is according to the Department of Health last Monday. In President Rodrigo Duterte's weekly Talk to the People briefing, Health Secretary Francisco Duque III said the country recorded a negative 2-week growth rate, wow, of negative 74% and a low-risk average daily attack rate of 5.26 per 100,000 individuals. Okay, Duque said all regions in the country were classified under low risk except for Region 11 or the Cordillera Administrative Region, Region 6, and Region 12, which are all under moderate risk. He also said that the country was under low risk for intensive care unit utilization. Yay! I know, especially now the Omicron cases, no, almost zero to zilch hospitalization for Omicron. To tell you the truth, people are treating it like a flu because the symptoms are flu-like, and at the same time recovering from their homes. Of course, again, I have first-hand information regarding this because my family, my youngest sister's family just had Omicron virus infections, and now they are all better. Last month it happened. And ayan, kahapon sinabi ni Miss Angelica Paz, she had COVID of the Omicron kind, 'di ba? Mild yung mga symptoms, no? At mild din at
Uh-huh.
yun nga, gumaling nga siya sa bahay, right? She didn't need to go to hospital. Shrey, all right?
Yeah, I watched the show actually, and it was like she told that she had actually, and she
Exactly.
cured it at home. I think so.
Exactly, like me too. But I had Delta, but because we were fully vaccinated, I think that is one of the components why we got better faster, right? And then
Mhm.
and this is to deter all those anti-vaxxers around the world, right? Especially in America, right? There are still people, even here in the Philippines, and I know that I'm not going to mention the names in politics and in the showbiz world. I know personally people who do not want to get vaccinated, right? Okay na lang if you don't want to be vaccinated personally on your own. Pero wag niyo nang kalatin, wag na kayong magkalat. Don't spread, right, misinformation regarding the vaccine and regarding being vaccinated, right? Because all over the world, we're dealing with this in social media, Shrey, na yung mga posting misinformation regarding vaccine and all that, which is the
Mm-mm.
reason why in America, right, Facebook is under fire, and so is like
Exactly.
YouTube and all the other social media
YouTube,
platforms.
Instagram, and everything, like majorly the parts of Facebook, Instagram, and you can take WhatsApp as well because there's so much fake messages, going
Exactly.
on
And
WhatsApp
in
as well.
America, it's mandated now by Congress to filter and censor those things. They instructed Facebook to do that because right, it's about that these social media platforms has a business component and making money. It's not they should not accept everybody or post stuff that are derogatory or or false news, right? So that's why and then and in that process nga, that Facebook changed their name to Metaverse, right?
Exactly.
But still, of course, everybody knows it's the same thing. So again, regarding this, the DOH said that the country was under low risk now for intensive care unit utilization. Latest from the Department of Health showed that the country's bed utilization was at 28.67%. Mechanical ventilator utilization was 18.39, and ICU utilization was at 34.12%. sabi nila, maganda po ang sinasabi nito. We are able to manage our cases and our health system's capacity is very much prepared now for any eventuality na kung magkaroon naman ng sakasakaling pagtaas, makikita po natin na malaki po ang ating excess at mababa po ang ating unit utilization rate. Ibig sabihin, what they mean to say is that unlike what happened last year when it was very, very sad, people didn't have hospital beds, people didn't even have rooms, and emergency rooms weren't even available. People were being treated or in tents outside the hospital. Ngayon po, ay ano na, pwede na. In fact, sa hospital nga, like I said last week, 73% of the people that are in hospitals for COVID, most of them, 73% were unvaccinated people. See? Tsaka, yung 30% na nga po, yung mga are in the hospital for other reasons, not just COVID. Ngayon, dumadami na rin po yung mga pumupunta sa ospital para magpatingin because diba, because of this COVID situation, a lot of people don't like to go to hospitals when they're not feeling well, right, Shrey?
Exactly. They just think that okay, it's not nothing and we can cure ourselves at home. Well, if the symptoms are severe, then you need to. But during the pandemic time, there were no beds or something like that. It was like the beds were like getting away like hot buns. Like as
Exactly.
soon as you go to the hospital, beds are full.
But
No
what about
accommodation.
in India right now? What's the situation
Well,
about
in
infection?
India, the first state out of 28 states, the first state, Assam, one of the eastern states in India, though that state is the first state in India to remove all of the, lift up all of the, their restriction for COVID. They have lifted everything.
So they're not wearing masks anymore in that part?
No. In
Wow.
Assam, the state, no, they are not wearing. And day by day, it's getting better.
Because the
And
cases are down, right? Right?
yes, case down and the vaccination rate is around 95%. The recovery rate is around 95%. So I don't think so it's going to be like before anymore.
Exactly. So it's just like in the countries in Europe, little and little, more and more countries are lifting the restrictions on wearing masks, right? But
Exactly.
but to talk about that with you, okay, or discuss, do you think it's wise to do that? Because I always liken, or I always look at Taiwan as my peg for a perfect country that's dealing with the virus situation because they have been almost virus free for the past 2 years and living normally,
Exactly.
but they still wear
Everything was
masks every
open.
day. But they
Well,
wear masks.
that's what we call precautions. That's
Exactly.
why they are wearing masks just to keep themselves safe and others safe as well, because who knows if you get the COVID or something like that.
Exactly, because
Nobody knows.
yeah, just like in Japan, even though the infections are a lot, I mean, they're also their death rate is very low, and plus the Japanese are used to wearing masks. Our students, in our in our teaching platform, most of the students say they are used to
Exactly.
wearing masks because in Japan, even before the pandemic, people wear masks because of the pollution. People wear
Yes,
masks when they
exactly.
have a
In
fever.
Japan
Yeah,
and China as well. Yeah, in both of
wow.
the places,
But
because
But China, I can understand why. They're super polluted. The air there is so polluted because of all the industries that they're trying to bring into the country and even accepting other people, right? Hold on a second. Somebody is joining us? Is it?
it was me actually.
Oh, that
I
was
went.
you. Okay. I thought somebody wanted to join for a minute there. I thought this was Chill Up Sunday, right? But anyway, so yeah. So hello there, Cynthia Bustillos. Hello there, Cynthia Buste. Welcome to the show. Our dear friends are here. Anyway, so yeah. So we were talking about the lowered restrictions in the Philippines. Okay. The country has so far recorded 3,639,942 COVID-19 cases, including 3.508239 recoveries. See, the recovery rate is so high. In the Philippines, death rate is really very low too. It's just that we've been having the longest lockdown, which is really really weird. That
Mhm.
that dapat by now, almost zero na. Pero kasi matigas din ang ulo ng mga tao, Shrey, unlike Taiwan, when it's lockdown, nobody's in the street. But in the Philippines,
Correct.
that's why it keeps spreading. People are party hardy in the Philippines. Okay, so Malacanang announced that Metro Manila will remain under alert level 2 until the end of this month. Okay, all right. The following areas remain under alert level 3. Oh my gosh. Iloilo City, Iloilo Province, Guimaras, Zamboanga City, Davao de Oro, Davao Occidental, and South Cotabato. Under level 2, the second lowest tier in the new alert level system in the Philippines, certain establishments and activities are allowed, at 50% capacity indoors for fully vaccinated adults and minors, even if unvaccinated, and 70% capacity outdoors. That's under level 2, which we are under. Under level 3, meanwhile, several establishments are allowed to operate at 30% indoor venue capacity, but exclusively for fully vaccinated people only, all right? So, ayan ha, ang alert level 3 po, 30% lang po ang pwede sa loob ng mga restaurants and whatever enclosed environment. But only for fully vaccinated people. Kaya po, chinecheck po, bring your vaccination certificates when you eat in the restaurant or go in a public place that is enclosed. 50% outdoor venue capacity as long as employees are fully vaccinated. All right. In-person classes pa rin, contact sports, fun fairs, mga fair, mga perya, and casinos are among the activities and establishments that are prohibited under level 3. Okay, all right. Okay, so now going back now to our issue for today, I will have Shrey talk about work and this situation right now. Teka muna, no? Can you talk about muna? Traveling, traveling, because people are asking regarding travel. Well, the restrictions dito sa Philippines, wala nang quarantine. All you have to do is bring your vaccination certificate or at saka yung recent PCR test 48 hours. And meron kang balita, Shrey, about TikTok and travel. Can you please talk about it for us today?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, just a second. Okay, yeah. So as for traveling, because I have met many friends all around the world, and some of them, are willing to come back to Philippines. So what I get to know from them that it's like they have to show the PCR test of 72 hours before, then they need to get quarantined after dropping from airport, after dropping at airport when they'll come to Philippines, then they again need to do the COVID test. It was one of my friends from Hong Kong. She told me about all those things. Then you need to stay in quarantine for 14 days, and then again you will be going at home, and then you will be staying at home only for another 7 days, home quarantine. You have to get quarantined there, and then you
but
can
this
go.
is in the comfort of your home already, right?
Exactly,
Which is very good. But I heard last night from a student of mine can you believe it, in China, because her brother, she's from Taiwan, and her brother was just there for the Chinese New Year holiday. Her brother lives and works in Shanghai, China, and the brother had to return mid-week during the Chinese New Year holiday, which was like 10 or 11 days. He had to go back to Shanghai because they have imposed stricter travel restrictions in China. Not 1 week, not 2 weeks, 28 days. Can you believe it? Oh my God.
That's whole month.
I mean, really, I'm sorry, I don't want to say anything, but see, it just makes you think about the conspiracy, the story about China and COVID, right? It's like, what is
Exactly.
happening? Are they brewing a new virus?
A new virus.
Exactly. Why are they quarantined for 28 days in the hotel? Oh, that's a lot of money,
Exactly, and you have to pay for that. There we go.
Exactly. Yeah, in China, you have to pay for your your hotel stay, right? And so yeah, and in this on this connection, okay, Shrey's gonna talk about TikTok and how you can use TikTok for travel. Okay,
Yeah, just a
because
second
this
here.
TikTok has become a go-to source for innovative content in almost every niche, and travel is no exception. Okay, aside from the highly swoon-worthy and nice, pleasing travel content, Travel Talk's greatest asset. Okay, so there is now an app called Travel Talk. Is it?
Yes, exactly. I can see that travel talk. Though TikTok has allowed many people to be whoever they want to be with, sorry,
It's okay.
they want to be with unique online personas, but they have, taken many other measures as well for that. Other users, like they have been inviting most of them. Even I got an offer to join TikTok, but
Oh,
as it was in Indonesia. So I declined that. So it was like, getting their live feature, being a host there. So, and I keep on traveling. So it was quite hard for me because as soon as the pandemic will lift up, I need to go. I need to travel. That's why.
exactly. You come home to mama. All right. Okay.
Yes,
The thing about it is, yeah, TikTok is not exempt from being used as a place to help regarding travel, right? Because travel talk, okay, is the greatest asset is in casual advice. It gives tips, tricks, and cheats that can make your travel experience so much more enjoyable and sometimes save you money too. Okay, right? Because
exactly.
TikTok is not only about just dancing and all that, right? A lot. It, am I right? Correct me if I'm wrong. It's also become a venue to do like travel blogs, right? Shrey?
Exactly. Those are, short clips showing everything that you want to know. And you, instead of watching those long videos on YouTube, if you want to go there, just go on TikTok and you can get, all those summarized info there. They are going to take you throughout the world, through like whole world, and they are just going to put it in a shot. And
Exactly.
traveling TikTok, it's literally better than that, watching YouTube videos. Those are like 30 minutes long,
I
40 minutes
know.
long.
Or videos about, sorry, this is on a side note. You know that what's annoying to me, Shrey, is like these these videos that people put on Facebook about, you're waiting for something to happen and nothing really happens. Those like annoying videos of, for example, of like,
Exactly.
yeah,
You
that
waste your one
showing
to two minutes there waiting, like, oh, something's going to happen. And they like put it there. That's why.
exactly, and it's so long, right? Can I ask you a question? Okay, is when you're live streaming something or do a video like that, does it matter that you are engaging the people for a long time? Will that give them monetary gain if they watch it for a long time? Is that
Well,
why
in
they're making they're stretching those videos? Is it for money?
Well, when you go on TikTok, there's a page that's called statistics. So when there you are going to, go there, you will see the engaging part. Like the more engaged the viewers will be on your profile, on your videos, the more it will get promoted. And as soon as
Ah,
you will get promoted, the brands will contact you. They will ask you to become their, influencers. They are going to ask you to
they're gonna
post
sponsor
reviews.
you, right? They're gonna sponsor.
Exactly.
I see. That's why. So that's why they're prolonging those agonizing,
To
silly
create that
videos.
traffic on their ID, on
I
their account.
see. To gain traffic on their sites, right? Their pages, right? Okay. Because uh, sometimes it will save you money to watch videos like on TikTok. Before there used to be Snapchat, right? Snapchat before TikTok, right? Did you ever use
Well, it is
Snapchat?
still there, but not as used as widely as TikTok.
Exactly, because TikTok overpowered Snapchat because Snapchat used to be like just a few minutes or seconds of a video that you can show, right? But TikTok now is also monetized, right? Shrey?
Yes, it is already.
For the few minutes that you can, I guess, if again will be based on numbers of viewers, right? Mhm. So once you've scrolled through all the dances and dog videos, you'll find also travel bloggers, flight attendants, and experts there to teach you how to travel smarter in the TikTok. They share the best days to travel and ways to save on flights, how to get great service, and even free upgrades, as well as do-it-yourself cheats to overpack and still know where to find just about everything. Okay, and as the world gets moving again, it's time to keep note of all the wonderful things TikTok can teach us. Okay, so what? How can TikTok help the traveler? Uh, Shrey. Shrey, are you there? What happened?
Yes. Just a second.
Okay,
Actually, my mic's not working.
That's all right. That's okay. Right.
Okay, so how TikTok can help travelers? Well, for TikTok, if you are going to see, as I said, you are getting those information in just short period of time about what to do, how to do, especially your how to prepare for your traveling. You are going to travel across the world, around the world. You are going to travel in whichever country you are going to travel because, everything you can't get to know through like Google, through YouTube. You can't get to know about all those things. So that's why you are going to get those things from TikTok, and especially they'll tell you that how to pack smarter, not harder, because you have seen most of the people these days, they try to keep everything. It's like they are shifting their houses. They are just going from one place to another to just live there. So they'll tell you how to keep how to pack in a smarter way, how to take the things which are just necessary for you to take there.
Exactly. Okay. Right. Like how to pack smarter and not harder. Right.
Exactly.
How to do this? Okay.
Well, for that, how to pack smarter, not harder, in that category, when you are going to travel at a place, so you need, time for you to explore the place as well. If you cannot explore, then what's the, sorry. If you are going to like not have time for yourself and you are just going to stay there and watch your stuff over, then it's of no work. So packing smarter, just a second.
Yeah. Because
Working.
this is a category. Okay, packing is one of the most common travel complaints or concerns is packing, right? When we're traveling. So aside from having to Tetris all your possessions in a cube on wheels, like Tetris, like because you have to, especially packing, no, the things that you put in your suitcase, that is troublesome. I mean, there are some people who are very good about packing their things that they need to bring on their travels, right? Hello there, Mr. Hello there, Gina Salaw, or the Salaw family who's watching. Good morning to you. Every time I see Antonio Salaw, of course, I can't help but remember our founder. But thank you for supporting us and being on the show today. So so packing is something that is a concern when travel, and according to TikTok, no, TikTokers also feature themselves uh, doing that because, like, as we do on Facebook or on any platform that has videos, you can also now showcase that in TikTok, right?
Exactly.
So so yes, Shrey.
Yeah. For let's go on to the next the next point.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay,
What is
yeah.
it?
For the next point is anti-motion sickness goggles, if you will go on that part, because when you are traveling, because usually people travel overseas, so for them, it's quite uncomfortable to suffer from motion sickness, because
Yes,
sometimes what happens.
some get nauseous on the flight, right?
Exactly. When you are on airplane or something like that, or extended car ride, you are going to get, bad turbulence there and getting dizziness or something like that, then you throw up and all. So some TikTokers, what they do, like they have some kind of unusual eyewear, which is going to
Ah, is there? Oh
change
my God, I
your
didn't know this. There's an anti-motion sickness eyewear.
goggles. Exactly, there is. So it's going to two in front of your. There are four rings on the frame, two in front of the eyes and two either on side of the heads.
What?
Then
So
yes,
there's eyes on the side of your heads. That'll make me
yes.
even dizzier, I think.
Well, for some people who want to get safe from those dizziness and all, they have to use it because there's no other choice. Either you keep it like that way or you don't wear it.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like that.
because I guess the reason why they're putting eyes on the side so that you can have your your
Just to
dizziness.
create a false horizon in the vision of the line. That's why.
Wow. So the
Just to
rings are half
prevent
filled
the
with
motion
liquid that
sickness.
calibrates and moves you. Okay. Oh my God, just like vehicles do. So it's going to balance, right? Right?
Exactly.
How cool is that? Maybe we can feature it one day here to show that this motion sickness eyewear, right?
Yeah, sure. Next Wednesday, I'm gonna try
Yes,
to bring that up on my screen.
that's right. Put it on your screen and then let's talk about it. The moving liquid. Is intended to create a false horizon in your line of vision to correct a sensory mismatch. Oh, so it's sending impulses to your brain that this is what you're looking at, right? I guess it makes you focus on something so that you won't get dizzy. Okay.
Exactly, exactly.
So yeah, so
Okay.
exactly.
Mhm.
So we use TikTok for travel by of course the TikTokers showing us how to pack things, right? And then this one now wearing eyewear for motion sickness. Oh. But that looks kind of weird. That has four, four.
Yes, it's kind of getting like your head extra load on your head, and you are going to keep it there for the whole time. So it's quite uncomfortable. But if you want to get saved from the motion sickness, then you can use it.
That's right. Shrey, Cynthia Busta is greeting you. You see? But
Oh yeah, yeah, I can see that.
but
Yeah, good morning to.
she called you Mr. Shred.
Yes, it's Mr. It's fine. It's okay.
Okay, it's all right, Cynthia. He is Shrey. Shrey. Okay? Mr. Shred sounds so like it's either like a shredder machine or like Mr. Clean
Exactly.
to clean something.
Exactly.
It's all right, Cynthia. Thank you so much. We also had Miss Cynthia here yesterday. Thank you so much for both of the valuable information that you shared with our audience yesterday.
Yes.
It was very, very good. Shrey watched us and he said it was a good
Yes,
show.
exactly. I was late, but I watched it
Very
from
good.
starting.
Very good. Okay, so yeah. So what else? What else? How can TikTok help the traveler?
Okay, okay, sure, sure. And now the next point is when you are traveling, you reach your destination where you want to go. Then, if you are hoping that to get a room upgrade at a hotel because you have booked your room, now you want to get an upgrade. So
Mhm.
sometimes what you just have to ask, well, of course, politely. And one of the most assured way to get an upgrade is to be part of hotel's reward program. That's the
Uh-huh.
thing. And the other tip that you can get upcharge and for rewards like that, you can, if you are having a good number of followers on your TikTok and all, you can tell them that you can endorse their hotel. You can
Exactly. That's right. Because you can tell them that you're featuring them, right?
exactly, just for featuring them, they are going to give you a discount as well as you can get an upgrade as well. You can get rewards in their hotel programs and all.
Exactly.
So
And you
and
can tell them that you're gonna feature them in Google review or something, right?
exactly, leaving a review on Google means a lot to all these
In
hotels,
in
restaurants.
exchange for a nicer room.
Well, of course, if you are giving them, you also want something in return. So yeah, for that
Exactly.
you can give them these kind of what you can say tips and all. You can just get these tips through like TikTok and all, through Google, that how you can ask for your free upgrades on your rooms, or how to get discounts through using TikTok and Google.
That's right. Yeah, Miss Angelica said maybe that gadget can also help those with vertigo. But I guess it exactly will address vertigo, right? By focusing on something that's like the horizon. Yeah, I think so. This kind of glasses reminds me of virtual reality for the gaming, right? Right.
Exactly.
Except that you have
Uh,
eyes in the side of your head. Okay. All right. So yeah, right. Getting the free room upgrades. Of course, it's a little tacky to be doing this, but anyway, vloggers whatever, or influencers, that's what they do nowadays actually, right? When they get
mhm.
free sponsored rooms or whatever, it's because they feature those establishments or places in their vlogs, right? And so yeah, using TikTok as a means, yeah, to get free upgrades or discounts, it that will help. Okay, and what else? Okay.
Okay. Next thing is that while you are traveling, like in the car or from airplane, like the journey is quite long. So you can't, have like, if you are going to take a neck pillow or something like that, what happens? It often sometimes, extra expensive, particularly at airport. And sometimes, it's bulky and not always effective actually holding up your head. So what happens, if you will go on TikTok, you will see number of advertisements about your neck pillow or anything that you need while traveling.
Exactly. So yeah. So again, you can endorse saying that you need a neck pillow for your travels, right? So, and that's when, of course, the sponsors will you'll have a barrage of neck pillows sent to your house.
Exactly, that's the thing, and you are just going to get everything that you need from there. You just need to tell them that, okay, we are going to endorse you, we are going to going to give you 5-star rating or something like that. We are this kind of critic, we can do this and all, we can influence, we are an influencer. Well, you need to be, of course, to get all those things.
Exactly. You need to be an influencer, or of course a certain number of friends in Facebook, at least minimum 5,000 friends on Facebook,
Yes.
for you to be an influencer. Yeah, you can get away with these things. Just like, for example, yeah, the matter of getting lodging. Of course, Airbnb became big business through the years, right? Recent years.
Ex-
And as there is Airbnb, what about TikTokers, that or backpackers? How can they how can TikToking help in getting
Well,
lodging?
for that, it's literally helpful if I talk about in this matter in TikTok, because what happens on TikTok, they post about the lodging parts and all where you can stay actually. So sometimes it's for free, sometimes the cost is really, really, it's cheap, and you can stay at most of the places, which is cost effective, and it's a good place. You can get a good view, and even the host, you can stay with the host family as well,
Exactly,
because
that's
they're
right.
inviting through TikTok, like travelers can come and stay at their home.
Yeah, and then featuring the families, right? And featuring
Exactly.
the house. Exactly. It's like doing Airbnb for free, right?
Correct.
Very
Absolutely correct.
okay, very good. Okay. Okay. We can now, what about getting reimbursed? What about getting reimbursed?
Whoa, getting reimbursed. Well, it's one of the most crucial topic in TikTok, because what happens sometimes, um, like what happens, you are sharing some videos or something like that, it goes viral sometimes. And
Ah,
one of the videos that I saw that has gone viral for sharing tips on how to get money back from various companies by reading the fine print terms. Like what happens, you can
is that
involuntary.
it's from that money lawyer, right? That TikToker,
Yes, it's the
Erica
money lawyer.
Kulberg. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, it's Erica Kulberg.
What did she
So
do? Yeah.
Well, she shared based upon her on her terms that the basic term which is given to this kind of topic is involuntary denied boarding. And according to the Department of Transportation, entitles travelers to up to four times the cost of their one-way fare. Sorry.
She did a video on how to get reimbursed, for example, if you get
Exactly.
bumped off from the trip, right?
From the trip. Exactly.
So
Exactly.
she did a video on getting money back from various companies, right? Because she showed the several hacks about airline flying, right? And one of it,
Exactly. Like if the airline disrupts your travel by damaging your belongings, or they are going to delay the flight or something like
exactly,
that.
or you get bumped off, you can't ride that
Yes.
day. And how do you get your reimbursement? Because sometimes it takes months before you get your money back, right?
Exactly. Then that's how you can, she shared the tips then how to get back, your money from all of those companies and all, how to get the money back, how to get reimbursed.
Okay, that's right. And most of the time, of course, if the company or the airline has good customer service, they will simply rebook your flight or give you an upgrade on your next flight, maybe let you travel first class, right?
Exactly.
Very
Exactly.
good. Thank you so much. All right. And by then, okay, those are the tips of Shrey, how TikTok helps the traveler. All right. Very good. Okay. So, more news from the Philippines. Okay. Just to say that but up to now, from now, 61 million Filipinos have been fully vaccinated. All right. So that's good news, right? Many experts say that we will need boosters because after 3 months or 4 months, the vaccines will efficacy will die down, and this holds true for the whole world. So that's the only thing, diba? Uh, we can not stop promoting the fact that you have to be vaccinated. Case in point, no, yung ako nagka-COVID, yan si Angelica nagka-COVID. I guess kung hindi kami vaccinated, uh, we would have gone to the hospital or have exhibited siguro more serious symptoms. So yun na. In connection to that, yung misinformation, fake news regarding vaccine, sana tigil na yan ng mga tao kasi hindi nakakatulong. It doesn't help, really. Okay? So yeah, and I have okay, and regarding misinformation in connection to that, okay, and social media, as we were talking about, Miss Shrey, with the increased use of social media platforms and messaging apps, the volume of misinformation is growing, di ba? Itong mga platforms na to, Shrey, ang social media platforms, lalo namang dumadami yung mga misinformation regarding vaccination and the COVID, right? What do you think?
Exactly. Like, let me let me tell you, when the COVID started in 2020, there were n numbers of messages I was getting each and every day throughout the GCs and all. And I don't know why people share all those things, because you don't know whether it's correct or not, whether it's verified or not, whether it's authentic or not, and yet you are sharing those kind of things, creating hustle and bustle in the public. You are creating a nuisance out there.
Exactly. Fake news through online media was an uptrend, right? And according to experts, it will still be going on in the coming year. Okay.
Exactly.
PROI Network, the largest global partnership of independent agencies, calls on organizations to prioritize this emerging crisis because it is getting worse, right? Fake news is proliferating every day. Okay. To help companies tackle misinformation before they escalate and grow, the PROI announces the rollout of a dedicated, there's going to be a 24/7 client crisis hotline. Okay, right? Misinformation crisis displays a common thread because misinformation keeps spreading, right? That's why in 2020, Shrey, Facebook removed a network of fake pages and accounts allegedly
Exactly.
operated by Vietnamese telco group Vietel Group for the purpose of discrediting their competitors. And that is why when the whistleblower Francis Hogan called out Facebook for just posting anything because of business. This is the reason why it's got mandated now that we have to take care of misinformation regarding posts in the social media platforms, right?
Exactly, absolutely. Because during like past 3 years as of now, miscommunications such as rumors and data breaches, fake vaccination products, and all, and even how to cure COVID, and all those things have been growing a lot. Like messages have been like coming each and every day. You are going to see n numbers of topics out there. How to
Exactly.
save this, save that, all. And
I,
according to Checkpoint Software 2020 cybersecurity predictions, the volume of advertisement groups for fake vaccines have multiplied within 2021, especially.
exactly. It's doubled, right? The misinformation, the fake news, and all that. Somebody asked yesterday, how do you know? How can you tell if it's fake news? Sometimes it's hard to tell because of
Exactly.
how good, of course, because of technology na rin. Okay, ayan na nga, having technology work against us. Pag magaling yung graphic designer, pag magaling yung IT guy mo, they can fake an actual news clip, right? Coming from BBC or CNN because they'll use the logos, and then they can edit videos, diba, Shrey?
Exactly. Those are having, n numbers of software to create all those fake news, all those fake, and which actually look like, a real one.
Exactly. It looks like a real news report from CNN or BBC. But that's why before we repost, before we spread the word, let's try to verify first and make sure that it's not fake news. Okay?
Exactly,
You see,
exactly.
check the source of the news clip. Check the URL.
Check this.
Check their URL. The URL is the address because you will see there. For example, they're faking. They're from CNN. Compare their URL to an actual CNN news. See
Mhm.
if the even the website is real, right?
It needs to be authenticated actually, because if it's not, then we don't know whether it's correct or not.
On top of that, cyber groups will continue to leverage these type of fake news campaigns to execute cyber crime through various phishing attacks and scams, which is what's happening now, right? The minute you click those links and go there, they're also gonna
um,
steal your
as soon
information.
as you go there, they are going to send some virus or something like that. Your laptop's gonna get hang or something like that,
Ransomware,
or
malware, right?
exactly, and or they are going to steal all of your information, and your computer's gonna go blank.
Exactly. Companies who stay on top of fake news will not only protect themselves from misinformation that are affecting their companies, but also protect themselves against agents exploiting misinformation for vulnerabilities. So this 24/7 crisis hotline offered by the PROI will provide a first response for companies seeking advice in times of misinformation and be a useful tool in mitigating such crisis. If this is available in America, sana all, right? Right? Okay.
Sana.
Exactly. Organizations should confront issues about crimes and all this. Okay. So, yan na nga. So, ngayon, we're dealing with that, like misinformation. We'll talk about that more as we get more information about it. Okay? So, we're nearing the end of our show. I mean, time flies so fast, lalo na meron tayong
Exactly.
kausap, right? Ano pala, no? This news was supposed to be yesterday, but we were so intently listening to our two guest panelists yesterday. Ito po yung tungkol sa healthcare workers. So, I'm just gonna talk about it
Mhm.
briefly, right? Kasi kawawa naman. Ayan, okay? Healthcare workers stage black heart protest. O yan, kawawa naman, our healthcare workers. Healthcare workers from various public and private hospitals yesterday staged a rally in front of the Department of Health office in Manila to condemn what they described as the government's continuous disregard of their safety rights and protection. Oh my goodness. Spearheaded by the Alliance of Health Workers, or HW, the protesters decried their low wages and benefits that remain unpaid. Oh my goodness. And strongly opposed the downgrading of their COVID-19 benefits under Bayanihan Law 2, which was abolished and replaced by one COVID-19 allowance or health emergency allowance that classifies COVID-19 risk exposure in a hospital setting. Oh my God. In connection to that, naalala ko tuloy yung news sa Amerika. They were even allowing healthcare workers that were positive with COVID that had minor symptoms to go to work. Oh my gosh. There was a time, okay? So we are even more upset when the bicameral conference meeting adopted the Senate version and not the House version. According to Jose Reyes Memorial Medical Center Employees Union, President Cristina Duquesne's COVID-19 is airborne and can be transmitted through aerosol transmission, citing health expert. It is not right to categorize health workers with different levels of risk categorization in hospitals and health facilities. Totoo naman, no? Donkin has added, saying the DOH's risk classification is tight-fisted in providing these benefits. On Valentine's Day, youth groups including environmentalists led by Greenpeace wrote a love letter that called on 2022 election candidates to prove their love for the country by committing to an electoral agenda that addresses climate and environmental injustices and support democratic governance that promotes active citizen participation. Tama naman yan, okay? Itong love letter na to po was sent to candidates running in the May elections for their signature and commitment to prioritize environmental and social issues also, okay? We feel that the discussions around the 2022 elections so far have been missing key issues that matter to the youth and our loved ones, okay? If these candidates truly love the country, they say during their campaign sorties, they must show their love by protecting the Philippines and the Filipinos from the worsening impacts of the climate crisis and climates and chaos such as the pandemic situation. Okay? Tama naman talaga. To protect the environment also and pollution is also to protect our health. Okay? Greenpeace said 2022 is a crucial window for climate action given the urgency of addressing the climate crisis. An intergovernmental panel on climate change report released earlier this year affirmed that the climate system is rapidly changing and the scale of change is unprecedented and hindi natin ma-expect. Okay? Kasi nga, di ba, itong cold weather that we're experiencing right now here in the Philippines, hindi to normal, right? Malamig pa ang panahon. And normally kasi ang Philippines, 2 season lang eh. Rainy and hot, right? But right now, we're experiencing cool waves of dahil sa climate change. Anyway, so with that, we'd like to end the issues that we're talking about and to remind people, para do sa mga nakamiss ng programa na hindi nakanood and gusto nyong balikan yung mga past episodes, we are on YouTube, Broad Stream Cast Communicators channel. Go there to watch our old episodes or episodes that you missed out, gusto nyong balikan. And of course, thank you so much for Shrey Sharma. He is my co-anchor every Wednesday po. We talk about work, we talk about life, okay? Pag Wednesday, all right? At maraming salamat ulit to Miss Angelica Paz and Cynthia Bustillos for gracing our occasion yesterday. And we had so much fun po naman discussing and of course hearing from them and how technology is helping them in their lives coping. So, magtatanghalian na at naaamoy ko na yung niluluto ng aking mabutihing partner in life. We're having he makes a very what do you call this, magaling talaga siya magluto. Nagagawa siya ng pancit canton tsaka may kaming baked tahong for lunch. Akong gawa nun. Right after this, after I end this, I have to make my baked mussels. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us today. This has been Jay Bautista and
Shrey Ignacio Sharma.
Very good. Doing Buhay Online for you on a Wednesday. And thank you so much for those who joined us. And of course, in regards to the Lakap family, Tita Agnes Lakap watching all the time from Batangas and the Direct family. And Shrey, ikaw, may gusto kang batiin? Do you want to greet anyone, Shrey?
Just is that take care everyone, stay safe and all the best for your future.
Very good. Faith, hope, and love po palagi. Faith, hope, and love. At the end of the day, three things should remain, and that's faith, hope, and love. Thank you very much for joining us on a Wednesday. See you tomorrow. Maraming salamat.
Inyong natunghayan at napakinggan ang mga makabagong pamamaraan sa mundo ng online sa pamamagitan pa rin ng Broad Stream Cast Communicators. Hanggang sa muli, maraming salamat po.